Alright guys, pulling up on our outer reef bottom spot here, and we're going to drop this 150 gram Jova Lures calamar jig. This thing's made in Costa Rica, hecho in Costa Rica. Let's see if something's hungry for it. It's kind of a squid looking jig, squid looking lead jig. Maybe. Get it. Fish on. Oh, maybe a manchado. It's small, but it could be dinner. Could be dinner. Could be a little particle. I think it is. It's the Jova Lures. Yeah, that's dinner, baby. No complaints. We'll try 20 more of those and we're done. Nice. Let's go get another one. They're here, buddy. They're here. I find that I get those rose snapper on a faster action, especially when they're in the mid column. I just rip it almost like speed jigging it. And they tend to pick it up. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Since the wind is blowing us, we're gonna drop this Jova Lure jig to the bottom. We're gonna let it hit the bottom there. Right. Close our bail, and then we're gonna actually troll this thing across the bottom into the wind. See how that works? Another rose snapper. See how good that works? What we got here? More of the same. Jova Lures. Oh, no, look at that. That's a particle cera. Wow. That's kind of strange to be getting those guys here. Well, we'll take it, man. Usually they're in the deeper water. This is only 100 feet, but hey. Cool, buddy. I've gotten them here before, but not very often. Okay. 2. We're almost there, man. We almost got dinner. Let's try that trick again. We're gonna drop this thing to the bottom and troll it. And really all I'm doing is just slow pitch jigging this lure with a little bit of movement, you know, to counteract the wind that's in my face. Super effective technique though, because you're staying on the bottom and you're just bouncing that thing very slowly across the bottom. You're covering a little bit of ground, so it's maybe not the most purest form of jigging, but I feel like you're more likely to put it in front of a hungry fish because you know you're moving it around, you're bouncing it around instead of just pounding one spot over and over vertically. And you know, if you're out here on a kayak and you're in a seated position, your shoulders get really tired. You can get exhausted jigging. So jigging, you know, switching to a technique like this every now and then takes the pressure off your shoulders. It's still very effective. Why not? So you want this thing actually hitting the bottom if possible. You know, you got to be careful with that if you're in a really rocky area, especially if you're trolling it like this. Really easy to get snagged, but it's a pretty flat spot. And lower it a little bit. You want to feel that thing hit the bottom and come up off of it. I think the jig hitting the bottom will actually attracts the fish too. You know, there's a little bit of noise. It's coming up out of there's a little bit of vegetation down there, so it's like this little bait that's swimming up and down out of that bottom vegetation. That's what they like, man. And you know, if you think that there's not, you know, because we're catching a couple of rose snapper, and said, if you think there's not a big cubera or a big AJ or even a big grouper lurking around down there, you are mistaken. There's big fish down there. I don't know if they'll eat today. I don't really care, honestly. I got my dinner. But it's always nice to feel that reel heat up a little bit. We're gonna have to try a soft jig too, especially now that we've got some dinner. I'm gonna drop a JLC down there, and that's sometimes that's the way to get that big bite. Whereas, you know, the big guys may not be messing with the lead, but you drop that big squid, soft squid jig or a big swim jig down there, boom. Oh, we got more dinner? More dinner? Feels like more dinner to me. Yep. Ah, another Seda. Look at that, man. The Sedas are around. Interesting. Seda. Ooh, what a beautiful dinner. What's up, guys? All right. So we got dinner, man. We got 3 nice little snapper for dinner on the Jova Lures 150 gram calamar jig. Now we're gonna look for a bigger fish. And look, obviously we can catch a bigger fish on that Jova Lure, but I don't have much time, and when I'm straight up monster hunting, I like to use these soft plastics, because if there's a big guy down there, this is, I think, your best chance of getting that huge bite is with these JLCs. Let's drop it down, see what happens. Never know. There is bait down there. I'll tell you. Let's see. And you see this lure is pretty beat up. I'm almost out of these things. I've got some more ordered. There's a guy importing them to Costa Rica now. I'll put his name in the post if I catch anything. But I think this one will still work, man. It's still got that, you know, it's been chewed on a few times, but that just means it works. Look at that, what'd I tell you? Look at that, JLC, baby. And that ain't no rose snapper. Now, we just gotta keep them on the rocks. That's the problem. JLC. What did I tell you? Tied it on, dropped it down one time. That's how you get your big bite, right there. And look, I tell you, man, I was catching fish already, but I wasn't catching the big ones I wanted. And this isn't a big fish, by the way, but it's a bigger fish. This could be one of the larger Seda, like these small ones I got here. I don't know, we'll see. It was just straight on the paws. Reeled in, I just stopped it, and he ate it sitting still. But yeah, this is nothing big, but it's bigger. It's bigger. It's bigger. Bigger. He's almost here. Stay with me, big guy. Yep, that's a bigger Seda. It's exactly what it is. Told you. You know, when you see those little ones, oh my God, he inhaled that lure. I mean, he absolutely, there's none of the lure sticking out of his mouth. He absolutely inhaled that thing. If there's any doubt about whether this was a keeper, oh no, I'm sorry, that's a guacamayo. But if there's any doubt about whether this was a keeper or a release, there's your answer, because he's got that thing down his throat. Woo. Come here, buddy. You know what? I'm just gonna put it back. I don't want to fool around and break my leader. So let me just get this guy. Roll here with the guy. But I mean, look, there's the lure's gone, dude. He swallowed that soft plastic. All you can see is the hook sticking out right there. Crazy, man. Absolutely inhaled that thing on the paws. Yeah, what a beautiful morning, man. What else can you ask for? Pedal a kayak, wake up in the morning, walk to the beach, pedal a kayak out in front of your home, you know, immediately catch dinner on the jig. So I'd like something bigger. Drop us off jig down there, instantly get something bigger. God is good, man. Wow. Wow.